Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, this will be my final thoughts before Secret of a Mimic comes out in 24 hours. That's right. By the time when you're watching this, we have 24 hours left till Secret of the Mimic comes out, and God, I'm so nervous. Like, real nervous. More nervous than usual for some reason. There's one specific reason why I'm so nervous. It's a whole new era of FNAF we're about to enter to. And I know, that may be weird to say because of how... Isn't Security Breach supposed to be a new era? Honestly, it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you why Security Breach did not feel like a new era to FNAF. Well, first of all, how it was treated. It wasn't treated with praise after it came out. It was paraded with, well, mixed, very mixed reviews. In fact, as mixed as Phase 4. You know, they're both kind of the same in that way. Honestly, the early 2020s, no one knew what they were doing at the time. It felt like everyone was just off. Everyone, and I hate to admit that. MCU, Star Wars, sadly, FNAF, I hate to admit that because... I mean, to be fair, I didn't care that much. I didn't care what other people thought about Security Breach. I personally liked it. Okay, I didn't mean there were problems, but it never broke me like, you know, Chapter 4 Public Playtime did. Where how broken I got with that one. With damn Doughy boss fight. Ugh. But, yeah. You know. But, unlike Marvel, well, actually, no. Marvel did, you know, eventually, oh no, but... Steel Wool saw the mixed, very mixed reviews of Security Breach, they were like, you know what? We made a mistake. Let's move forward with it and see what we can do better. And we got Ruin. Sure, there's definitely flaws with Ruin that I've noticed recently. But then again, they once again, well, while they would do that, they wanted to make something very special. Well, Ruin was that, you know, special surprise or like, I don't know, something special gift for us, you know. I don't know how to exactly call Ruin, but you know, it was a cool thing people liked. But they gave something even better that people liked. Well, I liked a lot. A lot of people, that's debatable, but it is probably the most underrated game of the FNAF history. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. You've been wondering why I call it the most underrated. Well, it wasn't marketed as much. Yeah, it was literally marketed downright to nothing. You had one teaser back in May. You had PAX West, where we did saw some things, but then one small trailer, then cool posters, then that's it. It came out. Like, that's it. There was literally only 2 trailers. One gameplay footage from YouTubers, and that's it. Like, literally, like, there was barely any hype to it, which was honestly kind of sad because it was the 10th installment, and it's even worse by how a lot of people couldn't play it because they didn't have a VR headset. But you might be wondering, didn't the same thing happen with the original? I mean, yeah, sure, it did, definitely, but oh, and fairness, that game was actually hyped up a lot. Like, there were lots of like there was like lots of teasers about that and such. Like, there was like a first teaser, then a trailer with lots of gameplay footage releasing day after day after that, which brought in lots of hype and such. And gameplay footage, like, all that was happening in under the span of 2 months. 2 months when the game was first revealed in March, where we didn't know what the hell was going on with FNAF until March. Came in, revealed that teaser. Then after that, it was just a 2-month grind of new teaser stuffs. And sad with Help Wanted 2 because they released that, I don't know, teaser of Help Wanted 2 all the way in, May and waited till December. It, say it killed the hype a bit. Now, sure, Secret Min was almost close to that reign, but there was one thing that changed a bit, and it was a song, and you all know what that song is. And that song made Secret of the Mimic popular. And that comes with another flaw that's that happened with Help 1 and 2. Because it wasn't marketed and a lot of people didn't play it, there were downright to barely any songs about Help 1 and 2. Which is so sad. For example, DA Games never made a song about Help 1 and 2. Darko never made a song about Help 1 and 2. Not TG Music. No, CG5. No, they didn't make anything about Help 1 and 2. The closest that I think we have as a Help 1 and 2 was Render Me Alive and what was it like? The Stress or Lights Out by Rocket Music, but that is it. That is it pretty much for Help 1 and 2. Which is so sad because that's my favorite game of all time. And of course, it's probably the least popular FNAF game out of all the main ones. But, with all that aside, Help 1 and 2 was something very special. At least for me it was, because it was pretty much the conclusion to pretty much a lot of things. It was the conclusion to the missing child incident, even though that'll definitely be referenced again and again and again. But like, I don't know. I don't know. This game just felt like there was a lot of closure to that, along with Vanny, you know, the glitch trap stuff, along with the fun times. You know, it felt closer to seeing them, along with the security breach cast. Even though we're probably gonna see them again if they're still alive somehow. You know, like, it gave us a lot of closure with all those characters in one game, and it just felt so special to me. And that final level, like, that traumatized me. Like, that was amazing. Right, I mean, even showing footage of it right now, the whole footage of this, it's just gonna be me. Well, actually, no, that's half of it. The other half is with Princess Crest and such, because that's just cool. But yeah, but now we should pinpoint to why I think Secret of the Mimic is going to be a new era for FNAF. Well, if you just look at the cast of characters, they're all pretty much new. All new. All like that, like just all new. Like Jackie, or the bee guy, Dolly, the dog, the elephant, the mycelium man. Like, they're all new characters. No Freddy, no Bonnie, no Chica, Foxy, and whatnot. Like all new. Simple as that. And why I lost my train of thought? I'm sorry. I sorry I was silent and such. It's just there's gonna be so many new characters. It's gonna be crazy. And the other unique thing about this is that this is the first game in the new era or new saga FNAF. I don't know what to say. Like new like story FNAF where we're actually going to the past. Because if you don't know, this is another reason why I think Security Breach was not a new era. 2019, in the peak year, was the start of what I call the Mimic story, because in 2018, with UCN, we wrapped up the Afton story once and for all, which will lead us into this new saga that we got a sneak peek in 2019, which was honestly what makes Help 1 so much special than all the other stuff in 2019. I will explain more in detail with that once I eventually do my 2019 review. Yeah, that's happening, where I talk about why 2019 was the best year of all time. But Help 1 is a different thing, because unlike all the other stuff that came out, this was like a sneak peek into the new story of FNAF with Glitch Trap, which would be later known was the Mimic. And Security Breach was kind of like the same thing, where, you know, we didn't really learn that much. I mean, we learned lots of things, Security Breach, but we didn't know who the Mimic was until the freaking books in Ruin had to come in, you know, clean up. I'm pretty sure in the original story that Scott Cawthon wanted for Security Breach, we probably would have figured out who the Mimic was, but because of I don't know, because of you know, the things that happened, you know, we never got that. Which is what the books in Ruin were pretty much here to tell. They were pretty much there to, like, I don't know, help, like, re-angle the story back to the direction they wanted to go to. And I think that's honestly why I think Secret Mimic will be a real new era, because Secret Mimic, it's pretty much the game that will pretty much not have the flaws that the previous games, had. Help Wanted with its, well, I don't know. Help Wanted didn't have. Well, I mean, it had a few flaws, like the, I don't know, the jump scares, I guess, and, other stuff. Security Breach with the, bugs and miscommunications and such. Ruin with, I don't know, the weird, looping, there was some flaws with Ruin, and how, there's some areas that just felt odd and such, and Help Wanted 2 with the marketing, like, all that, they have learned from that, which means Secret the Mimic will possibly be just a different experience in general. Like, it probably will. And I can't wait to grind on it. I hope that I can grind on it. I think I could grind on it. I became a pro gamer from here on then, with puppy playtime. I mean, you saw how great I was with sneaking with Yarnaby. I was a pro. We were pro. On my way, sneak through with Yarnaby. If I can sneak through the Yarnaby, I can definitely sneak through these animatronics. Plus, unlike that guy, we actually have interesting tools. I mean, no offense to the grab pack, but the only thing that's useful is just, I don't know, pressing buttons and going to lawn. This is his rat. Freaking day jobber, hacking to stuff. Rats to, like, distract animatronics. That's just cooler. Though, let's just hope this doesn't have the same problem as Chapter 4, but I don't think it will. I mean, like, the reason why Chapter 4 is what it is because it got rushed. Like, actually, no, Security Breach was never rushed. Or was it? I don't know. Okay, I don't know what happened with Security Breach. That's just a complicated mess. I don't want to deal with that, honestly. And I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what's next for Security Breach. I meant for FNAF. This is the 11th installment. A new decade on the gaming standards of something. I don't know. No, not decade. No, wait. New what do you call it? New. I don't know what they call it again. New, something. I don't know. We're going to the tens, the teens of it's something. I don't know. I think this video has gone long enough. I'm gonna wrap it here, edit this video, and I don't know, just enjoy the rest of my time. Actually, by the time you're watching this, I'm probably slowly getting ready for prom. That's a weird coincidence. I have prom the day before the Secret the Mimic. That's crazy. Was that a whole coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and just subscribe and get notified for when I play Secret the Mimic, because I'll try to get the first video out as fast as I can. Though I'm probably gonna want to make the videos way longer, mainly because of how I always seem to end videos off a bit too shortly. At least that's what it feels like. Because while I do seem to take a long time, I don't really do that much gameplay. So I want to try and fix that with my next Let's Play. Because Ruin, oh god, 9 Let's Plays for Ruin. That is just honestly crazy. I'm gonna try and not do that and try and I don't know, maybe do 8. That's what I'm aiming to do, like just 8 simple Let's Plays of Secret the Mimic. See how long that takes. It could take longer, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.